Hi friends, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I'm Austin, and today's video is a family home in Willow Creek that I have called Riverside Residence. It is a 2-story house with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and yeah, it was a really fun build to do. I really enjoyed the build, but I have not enjoyed the voiceover, not this voiceover in particular. I just had to do this voiceover now 4 times, and it's a pretty long video. I tried to cut out as much as I could, but it's one of my longer videos since I've come back, and so it's been really aggravating that I've had to do the voiceover multiple times now. First time, for some reason, the video didn't line up with the audio, then another time, just I wasn't happy with the voiceover overall, and then the last time the microphone was too close to my face and it just kind of sounded weird, so now we're on the 4th time. And I don't know what to talk about anymore about this video, because I've said the same thing like 3 or 4 times, and it's all kind of blurred together. So the exterior I spent a lot of time on. I did have to cut out portions of this build, some of that being the landscaping, but not too much of the landscaping. I really enjoy doing the landscaping, so I wanted to make sure that it was still intact, and I didn't cut out like the essentials and stuff. So yeah, the backyard is small in this house. There's no swimming pool, but there is like one of those tiny kid pools, and I tried to make sure it was pretty abundant with plants and stuff. So yeah, it's just a very nice kind of green yard, and I really like the green and brick paneling. I use that not a lot. I probably would use it a lot more if I wasn't as, cognitive of myself using it, but I really like it. So in a house like this, I thought it would fit perfectly, and I'm really happy with how the brick, contrasts with the green paneling. So yeah, I'm just really happy to use that whenever I can. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing speed builds again. I don't really have a set schedule, though I will say the last couple weeks it has just kind of happened that my builds come out Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. I think if I had, planned it out a little better, it might have been Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, but just the way I've been building and stuff, I have had builds ready on Thursdays and Saturdays, so it's fine. I probably will have more like that in the future. It's a pretty simple schedule, if I might add, and so I do see myself using it in the future, but if I miss a day or two, I'm not going to complain. I'll just keep working and hopefully have more videos out, because that's more what I would rather have than worry about a schedule. Because I know in the past, when I had like a hard set schedule, if I missed an upload, I would just be like ruined. My day would be just ruined. It was terrible, and so I want to avoid that. And also, like at that time, my build schedule or my video schedule was every day, I believe, and that was not sustainable. Like my builds, couldn't handle like having that much turnover and like having to, come up with a creative build. Like it was just bad, and I don't recommend daily builds. Like if you want to like upload daily videos, there's a ton of other stuff you can do, but builds take time, and it's not smart to, kind of burn yourself out. So yeah, there's that. I'm not sure. I don't really have any plans to do any other kinds of videos, though. I know in the past I've done Let's Plays, and those never really ended as planned. I usually had to stop them for some reason, so I'm not really planning on doing any more in the future, though who knows, I'm not going to rule anything out. And yeah, so the this house, I probably should talk a little bit more about it. I'm about to start working on the interior, I believe, and the interior was fun. I tried to keep it a little open, but sometimes my first floors in houses are a little too open, so I wanted to kind of, close off some rooms. Like there is a laundry room on the first floor and a bathroom, and then the kitchen is kind of off to the side, away from the front door. So there's, a little more, I don't know, it's a little more closed off. And I don't remember that wallpaper before. I don't remember ever seeing it before. And I really like how it looks, the kind of greenish yellow here. Really, I think complements the outer wallpaper. And yeah, I was just really happy with how that looked. I don't remember ever seeing it before. So yeah, other rooms I did cut out. Building, I did cut out 2 of the bathrooms, the first floor and the second, and I also cut out I cut out the end of the kids' room build portion, because there's a kids' room and then like a teenager's room, and I cut out the kids' room portion just because the video was getting a little long, and once I built like all the basics in the room, or once I added all the basics in the room, there was not much else to be added, but I just kind of sat around and trying to figure things out. So yeah, that's kind of one of the other rooms I felt I had to cut out. But I really like how the bedrooms came together. I really like the teenager's room and the master bedroom. I think they both have nice kind of color, a nice use of color. And the kitchen in the first floor I really enjoy. It's kind of tucked away, and it's open but not like too open. Sometimes my kitchens, especially in a house like this where I look at it more as like a traditional home, something that's not like cutting edge or anything. And sometimes with these homes I go maybe a little too open and a little too modern, so I want to kind of rein that in and do a more a room that more fits this style. So there is an island and there is a dining room table next to it. So, I feel like I think it feels a little more, real in terms of, a home of this style. That's all I was trying to say, but it kind of got hard to say it. So yeah. Also, I was watching a Miss Griffey video couple weeks ago or a week ago, and she had talked about how it's kind of common to put smoke detectors above stoves, and someone watching her videos pointed out that that's like the worst place to place a smoke detector, which is true. It is a terrible spot because it would always be going off. So now I'm trying to be a little more cognitive of that. I think that's the second time I've used that word, and I don't think I know what it means. Anyways, I tried to move the smoke detector. I put it above the fridge, even though maybe that's not the best spot, but with this room the way it was, I couldn't think of any other spot. But yeah, I think one of the issues I think with the smoke detectors in the game is, every place I've seen the smoke detectors have been on the ceiling, so it's kind of weird that they're on the wall in this. I don't know if it's normal in other places for it to be on the wall, but I just know, from everywhere I've lived and stuff, that's always been on the ceiling, and it makes sense why it's not in this game because, ceilings don't really have a lot to add, so I can see why they wouldn't be, there. But yeah, so so this fireplace I really like, but because I put this fireplace in, there's no TV in the living room. There's actually, I believe, only one TV in the house, and that is in the second floor in like a game room area. And if you want to add a TV on the first floor, you can always get rid of the fireplace, or you can just place the TV somewhere where it fits. For the layout of the house, I did not really find anywhere where I thought it would fit, so I didn't have one in the first floor. And I think for The Sims it's fine, but like if you were to be like selling a house, it probably would need to have a TV. Though I do find it weird, like I feel like TVs are kind of going away. Like I feel like, computer monitors, do so much more, and with like the way TV's kind of shifting and how, it's a lot of it's web-based, and there's even TV service providers that are internet-based like YouTube TV and all that other stuff. And so I feel like, in the future, maybe TVs just will be less and less popular, because if somebody has a computer in their bedroom, they won't need a television unless they have like a game console or something. And yeah, so it's just kind of weird. But I don't know why I was rambling on about that, but okay. So yeah, The entryway is a little small. I usually like to have a bench in there, but with it being so narrow, I just put a chair in there. And I really like how the laundry room came out. I don't put laundry rooms in a lot of my builds just because, it's a whole nother pack. And with game packs, I know it can be tough. I don't think everybody has game packs. I know I don't have all the game packs. And if I could, not ruin somebody's day by, having a pack that they don't have, then I'll try to avoid it. But with this house, it just kind of really felt like a laundry room would do it well. And I also put some pet stuff in there. So the two big packs you need for this build, I would say, are Laundry Day and Cats and Dogs. And yeah, so it's not really build restricted or pack restricted. There are a lot more packs required. But I think with most of the items, like, you can get away with not having them in this build, but the pet stuff and the laundry stuff, I'd say, are probably the biggest parts of this. But yeah, so like I was saying, I don't have all the packs in the game, and I would like to get them, but I need more time, and I still don't have Strangerville, and I honestly don't have Outdoor Retreat, which is so old at this point. I think everybody probably has it except for me. And yeah, so I need to get that pack. And then I also don't have like the pet game pack, as well as quite a few other game packs actually. I can't really remember all of them because there's so many, but I would like to get them in the future once I have more money, I guess. So yeah, now I think is when I start working on the master bedroom, or maybe a bathroom that I end up skipping over. But this build is kind of at the tail end. There's still a lot left to go, and I'm gonna try to figure out what to talk about next. So I actually have been working on a couple builds. I did kind of hit a slump though recently. There was one day where I spent maybe 6 hours building. I built 3 different things, or I started building about 3 or 4 different things, and they all just ended terribly. And luckily the next day I was able to kind of work on a build and actually get it finished, so that was nice. Because one of the annoying things is like when you're in like a kind of a build slump for a long time, and hopefully I'm not in that right now and I can keep building, because I enjoy building, but like sometimes there's those times where you want to build, you have like a vague vision in your mind, and you just can't get that vision into the game. And so that's kind of where I've been the last day or so. So hopefully that kind of passes soon, and I can get to work on some more builds. But I've done a lot recently, so if I need to take a little break, that's fine. I'll try to be active on Twitter. I haven't been active in the last couple days, which I'm trying to change. I like and retweet a lot. I don't know, it's like sometimes I'll just sit like browsing Twitter, and I'll be laughing, and because like people are so funny on Twitter. I sound like I'm like a grandparent or something, but no, people are really funny, and I love reading all the tweets and stuff. And then like I try to write something and I just can't think of anything. So yeah, so I'll try to get better at that as time goes on. So yeah, the master bedroom, I really like the shades of purple that I use. I don't think I'm actually finished with that part of the build yet. I just took a break momentarily from it. And this bathroom I do think I keep, but I might actually cut it out. I can't remember. But now that I'm looking at the build, I don't think I cut it out because it's still here. So there's that. So yeah. I've kind of run out of things to say. Like I said, I've done this voiceover so many times, and I'm really annoyed because I was really happy with one of the voiceovers, and it just didn't line up with the video, and there was like no way to fix it. So I was really like frustrated because it was just a great voiceover that you'll never get to hear, so it was kind of wasted. But yeah, so this is probably my favorite room in the house. I think of it as like the teens bedroom, though it can also be for a young adult or just like a roommate or anything like that. So it uses a lot of kind of gray tones and then like pops of colors you might have noticed with the posters and stuff, but it feels really modern. It kind of feels like like a bedroom like an angsty teen would have, where they're like, you know, where maybe their parents are set in one way, where they like want like more traditional looks, but like with this room, this being their room, they can kind of set out and have it, you know, be their own style, which is, I think, a really cool style. Personally, I would probably rather live in maybe a more traditional or more average style home. I think the look of modern is really nice, but I don't know if I could live in it for an extended period of time. But I don't know. I'd have to find out. I've never lived in a modern home, and I probably never will, because those are pretty expensive typically. So anyways, as you can see, screenshots are here. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video and you are both new or been here for a while, then please remember to hit the like button. It helps out a lot. And yeah, so hopefully this voiceover is actually on the video and I don't have to do another one. But you know, there's nothing I can do at this point except cross my fingers and hope this sounds okay. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.